Citizens, and welcome back to the Verse. It says I'm at New Babbage. I didn't remember because it has been over a week since I've been in the Verse, but I am back home. Finally, my trip is done and everything went well. I did see one moose, but I didn't hit it, so we're good. Not a lot of animals besides the moose that I saw, unless you're counting all the dead deer and bear on the side of the road. Yeah, it was good. Weather-wise, kind of lucked out. Nice and cool in Chicago. Wasn't too hot there. Kind of hot in Toronto, but wasn't too bad. And I wasn't there very long. Lots of driving. I drove... Oh, I can't do the conversion in my head. Over 4,000 kilometers. I don't know how many miles that is, but it was long. It was a long drive. Lots of time behind the wheel, but I enjoyed it. Concert was good. Actually, I saw two concerts because I also got to see Charlie Musselwhite. So if you don't know who he is, he's a fairly old harmonica player. I know he played in one of the INXS songs. But yeah, it was cool. It was like I just happened. Actually, my wife just happened to know there was a free concert in Chicago happening in the parks, and we have some of those in our town here, but just not anyone quite as known. Well, known to some people. My brother-in-law super excited about the fact that he was there. Yeah, looks like I am in New Babbage. Cool. We're back. I survived. Throat still sore, which is not surprising for me. I did like the comments where everyone was convinced that I either had the plague or COVID. I can tell you for sure, neither of those. Although, I mean, you got to remember, you can get sick from other things beside COVID. And I had something called para-influenza, which can't say was better, although I've only had COVID once, and that was a very long time ago. And I got it while I was already sick, and that's kind of the issue with me, is I do get sick, pretty solidly sick when I get sick. I don't tend to talk about stuff like that too much. I talk about the fact that I cough sometimes, and it's kind of a persistent cough that goes on with me. That's because I've got something called neurogenic cough, which is fun. Sounds like I'm part of like a Star Trek episode. What it really means is that my brain tells my throat it needs to cough. And the reason for that is because a long time ago, I had something called like varicella pneumonia. I think that's how it's said. Basically, it's like if you get chicken pox but worse. I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty rare when people get it, and when they get it, it's like, you know, really bad, to the point of like, you know, it'll kill some people. So I was lucky enough that it didn't do that to me, but it sure screwed up my lungs and throat. I'm kind of... I don't want to go to Commons, do I? I want to go to Spaceport. I was following this person over here. Ooh! Train's here. Yeah, so I got issues with my lungs. They have, like, you know, looks like... X-rays don't look well. Let's put it that way. So, always surprised if someone give me an X-ray when they see my lungs, because they don't really have the capacity of a normal lung, and they kind of look all scarred up. So, if I get a little cold, I then get pneumonia almost every time. And the flu I just got was not a little cold, so that was kind of rough, but I just got to take care of myself, take a steroid puffer, and keep breathing until it gets better. But that, along with the neurogenic, I just cough and cough, and I keep doing it for, you know, a month. So, feeling better, doing better. I don't know why I don't come to New Babbage more. This is such a beautiful ride to the spaceport. What a great city. Now, if I recall correctly, I came here because I was hunting Copian. Do I have anything here? Oh yeah, got some gear. Oh, I got some fancy clothes. Yes, it's been a while since I've played, so I've forgotten everything I'm doing. I must say, I am shocked. Shocked! But not really. That the game didn't update while I was gone. It might update before I'm really back, because I'm gonna let you know right now I'm not really back. I managed when I was back in Canada to briefly check online, to get online and do some stuff. That's when I realized that I made a big mistake, and I set my Canada Day 4th of July message to come out at the wrong time, and I was able to fix that, so it came out late, but that's alright. Everything else seemed to work, which I'm really excited for, because I've never tried kind of, I guess, like, post-dating a video. I don't know what it's actually called. Setting a time for it to come out in some future time. That worked out well, so I was happy with that. But yeah, I messed up on one of them, but at least it was the one that didn't really follow the narrative of where I was during the time, so happy about that. And now I'm back home. I made it back home last night, and now I'm going to play for a little bit, but after having been away for a little over a week, today I got to go to the airport and pick up my wife's sister and one of her kids, because she's come to visit for 10 days. So I'm going to be a little bit busy with that as well. So I'm not going to be... What's in here? Open. Oh, those are coping horns. I need something to drink. So I'm not going to be online for the next week very much, because of the fact that I'm going to have guests. I'm going to be doing some stuff. Okay, how do I... There we go. I'm going to drink this. Ooh. Oh, I thought this was going to give me some protein, because they both lit up. Good enough. Put this over here. Yeah, so we got some plans of things to do. Not all of them are going to be at home. We're going to be going up north a bit, away from the city, which again will be away from internet. Plus, where my computer is may be where my niece is going to be staying. So, yeah, this is just going to be kind of a quick update that I'm back. Play a little bit, and then, what should I do today? What should I do? Should I go mine? Should I use a vulture? We have some things here. Contracts. What do we have?
Your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch.
I mean, we could do some salvage, but I've done that. I'm gonna do more later salvage when it comes out. Priority. What's going on here? Oh, Jumptown's on. Okay. Don't want to do Jumptown.
For the latest updates on ship availability and gate assignments, please use one of the convenient.
Could try one of those. Research scan can turn. I don't think I've ever done this a day in my life. We have probe waiting. Oh, I have. He just opens up, you check it out. You know what? Let's do that, because I'm just going to be talking a bit. So, this will help me, since I will be, you know, easily distracted while I'm talking and forget what I'm doing. So, let's get our Star Runner. That's a good one. Which apparently I haven't used. Retrieve. Hangar 10. There we go. We're gonna go to that. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I'm not really surprised that the new patch didn't come out. I also like that CIG has renamed their patch. Where am I going? Hangar 10. So the new patch was gonna be like a 3.24. Partly, they said, because they've added more features. I think it's so that they can, you know, say they've gotten more than one patch out in a year. That's more likely the case, because it is already July, which I think is funny. So, they still kind of working on some of the... I mean, technically, this patch has come out, but we're just missing quite a bit of stuff. Now, I haven't forgot that I'm wearing clothes. Surprisingly, I haven't forgot that. So, might as well leave the clothes here. Fancy clothes. Put on an undersuit. Let's get ourselves geared up to go. Do I need this stuff? Not really. I'll just take a pistol. I'll leave the rifle here in case I ever want to go hunt some more Copians. I'll bring that with me. And I'll bring a few of these. I'm expecting eventually when that patch comes out, things are either going to be returned to my home location anyways, or they're going to be lost during some sort of wipe. So I'm not really too concerned about what I'm packing with me, but I definitely need a spacesuit so that I don't walk out into space and suffocate myself. Nice to see those doors are reacting as fast as possible. There we go. There we go. Not even holding shift, I'm just like my fastest walk speed. I've noticed with the change in interaction that I sometimes get into the passenger seat other than this seat. So for some reason it's just not as accurate as it used to be.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking.
Alright, so let's get up into space. Is this gonna open? Is it behind me? Or is it above me? Oh, it is above me. Okay. Now, what has happened since I've gone away? I guess Jump Down started. Oh, there's a new subscriber promotion. They got that email when I got home. I'm not a subscriber, but if I was, I would only ever have subscribed at the lower tier. Some subscription stuff has been pretty cool. I mean, the Star Kitten armor set was a subscription thing. The Zeus suit, which was the suit that you see in the beginning of my video that looks like kind of like an old style NASA spacesuit. That that is part of a subscriber flare one time, and there's different colors. And they have switched it up sometimes where different people of different tiers get different things. And so one of the more recent ones, or like this one for instance, if you're the lowest tier subscriber, you get a knife. Where if you're the second tier, you get a paint. And then you can always have the third tier. Or actually, I guess the second tier you get the knife and the paint. And then the third tier is one that you have to buy. And it makes sense that what CIG did is lower tier gets a knife, which, you find a lot of knives. And I really don't tend to use them a lot. But I guess there has been times when they are useful. I did show one time during an almost said Illuminati. Luminalia, we got a Banu knife, like the first year we got one, which is I think 3 years ago. I showed how just using that knife alone, you could like clear out a cave and get a bunch of weapons that way. So they are useful, I just don't tend to use them that often. But CIG has made it so that people that have the first tier might want to upgrade because the paint's better than the knife. And then most people would want, especially because of how it looks, the Vulture paint does look pretty cool, so that's one that they're going to sell because people want that paint and you can only get it by buying. So I do hope in the future you can find paints like that or buy them in game at a place like Cousin Crow's or some sort of paint shop. You can go there and get paint, or even just get kind of customizable paints. I would love it if you could add like an image, although I see the huge issue with that. I see people definitely I should really get out of this mode so I can go faster. People putting some pretty offensive stuff on their paint job, so I can understand that's why CIG doesn't really want people just to be able to add images. Hopefully at least people are pretty smart about how they name their ships when you can name the ships. I do have a plan for naming all my ships when ship naming is available. So far I've only got one ship with a name. Yeah, that's it. They did have their Pride Month contest, and they also had the Alien Week contest. I guess this got to be coming close to one of my favorite. Around this time of year is when Foundation Festival starts, so that's going to be cool. Foundation Festival is awesome, and last year it was really cool because by doing certain teaching things in the verse, like different things with people, you're able to get armor sets, and those armor sets actually were giftable. I don't know if that's going to happen again this year, but if so, I think that was pretty cool. was in quantum navigation mode. Where am I going? Am I gonna have to just set a marker this way? There you go. Set a route. Good. Perfect. And off we go. Yeah, so I'm excited about Foundation Fest. I think that's going to be great. Hopefully, by the time I'm really back, which will be in about a week and a half, hangars will start. I am seeing more people are getting access to hangars in things like Evocade, and so maybe, or not Evocade, but the PTU. So maybe it is getting better. Maybe it's getting a bit smoother. There has been a Inside Star Citizen about server matching. I haven't watched that yet. We're gonna have to see that. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty exciting. I mean, like I said, editing a video and recording a video, it does take a bit of effort, and so it does take some time. And because of that, I'm not gonna have a lot of time the next few days to do that. Also, 7 Days to Die just came out in alpha, and so definitely my friends want to play that and have been starting with that while I was away, so I'm gonna definitely be doing that on the few bits of downtime that I do have in the next week. So until then, we're just gonna have to just keep an eye on the news and see what's happening. Now there is some cool stuff that happened while I was away, sort of related to Star Citizen, but not really. But I just thought I'd let you know I was bored while driving, so I started playing different games to keep myself kind of entertained, besides listening to a bunch of podcasts. If any of you are American, which is a lot of you, or at least not Canadians, or maybe even a lot of the Canadians, there used to be a show on CBC radio called Wiretap, and I listened to a bunch of those because they're awesome. Highly recommended. But I also I noticed one time there was a truck driving with like something called RSI, Springs and Suspension, I think it was called, and I thought, oh, that's funny. So I started looking for Star Citizen themed things as I drove around. I saw on Aurora Street, actually a few of those. There was lots of Mustangs driving by, good to those. But I have to tell you the funniest thing I saw. I think it was in Indiana. Hard to say. I can't recall exactly where it was. I was driving by, and there's this new bar that was being built. It was under construction, and it's going to be called something Merchantmen, which I thought was awesome because it said Merchantmen, and then it said opening soon underneath, and I thought that was funny. The irony of it, say they're sure it's opening soon. How soon? 2 years? 5 years? 10 years? Who knows? So that was pretty funny. I was really hoping when I was in Chicago that there'd be like a Bar Citizen. There was not, unfortunately. So I guess in the way, I kind of wish there was a Bar Citizen closer that still gave away those Banu cubes, because that's something that I really wanted. But whatever. Ooh, looks beautiful. Yeah. So we're heading towards Mikael 3. It is far away. We're gonna go pick up the little box. It's be a little handheld box that it's gonna be like a little satellite that we're just gonna drop out into space. Interesting, they're paying someone this much money to like fly over here and pick it up when any person with even like an Aurora or a Mustang could just fly it up from the company that made it. But we'll see. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a little quick edit here, so you don't have to listen to me ramble while I'm waiting to fly. Wow! This has been a long flight. I actually managed to go make some tea. I kind of hung out in the backyard a bit with a little fawn. There's a little deer laying down in my yard. Got up and it like hid behind some of the raspberry plants and then ran around a bit. The mom's nearby, but yeah, it's cute. And here I am. I'm back and I'm still flying, but I'm just arrived at the location. Thinking about tea, that was one of the things I'm kind of surprised at with the travels I did. How come no restaurants have a good tea? I don't drink coffee, and all the teas are like either green, which is okay if you got a little bit of honey, or like English breakfast, which who wants that? Gross. But now I'm back to having the tea I enjoy, which is great. Look at this! Like, that was a long flight, and I've used hardly any Quantanium fuel. That's awesome. Good job, Crusader. Cooldown's not bad, too, considering how far I went. And this is just stock. I haven't upgraded this MSR at all. I would maybe recommend the XL1. What a great upgrade that is. It really gets you there a lot faster. But this worked, gave me time to do some stuff. I also did a little bit of cleaning out the fridge, which didn't take much because I have no groceries, and a little bit of vacuuming because, like I said, I got to go pick up some people at the airport in a few hours. Plus, I got to get my dog. So Stella's coming home finally. I haven't seen her in over a week, but that doesn't happen until after 4. The kennel she's at doesn't let people bring or pick your dog up earlier because they're busy doing stuff like activities. It's kind of a cool kennel. They take your dog out for walks. They show them movies at night. They do little crafts, which are kind of ridiculous. Treat them like a kid's daycare. Unfortunately, I think they're closing. The woman who runs the place is in her 70s, so I'm gonna have to find a new place for my dog. So at least I don't tend to do a lot of traveling, so it's going to be a while before I have to worry about that. Game seems to be running smooth. That's pretty good, although OBS seems to be kind of chugging along. So when I hit my stop record key or my record key, it does take a while for it to kind of figure out that I've done that. So let's get hangar. There we go. What has everyone else been up to? Let me know in the comments. Have you guys been checking out the verse, just waiting for the update? Have you tried the PTU update? Or have you been taking part in Jumptown? Jumptown's not my thing. Not usually. Maybe with some people, like in a group, it might be kind of fun. Not really super solo-y, although I should try it sometimes. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll try. There is the idea of like going to Jumptown and just kind of finding someone who's there and seeing if you can like steal their stuff. Maybe I'll try doing that. Haven't done that in a long time, and it is exciting. It's kind of fun. I do like the feeling of actual risk there. That is something I was thinking about also on my travels. The whole idea of, well, I think kind of the change that was probably marketing driven. Well, it definitely was with the Ursa Medical, where it just shows a guy going, you know, respawn yourself. That's the plan. Just die and respawn, die, respawn. Kind of goes against the idea of Death of a Spaceman. So it's going to be interesting to see how they actually make Death of a Spaceman, or death in general, really something that's going to be something that is going to affect everyone, not just someone who cares about the long-term persistence of their character, but even someone who is just kind of a murder hobo, make Death of Spaceman kind of an important thing for them. And that made me think about how the game loops that I like, which aren't combat related, might actually be really affected by something like Death of Spaceman, including racing. I think when racing and Death of a Spaceman kind of work together, where is this going to be? Probably in the admin area? That's my guess. We're going to go to the admin. Might as well store this.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, but it would be cool, because then, like, and what got me thinking about this is in Chicago, they're getting ready for the NASCAR street race while I was there, which I guess may have happened by now. Probably. Oh, it is an admin, but admin's down here. What? That's cool. I don't think I've ever been to a place where an admin is like on the main floor. All right, let's get in here. All right, pick up. But yeah, so a racer that really pushes it, because I mean, I die all the time trying to race. That would be like something pretty awesome. That like it's actually you actually get to know racers that are like really risking it all to become a good racer, and how your race status is going to be
Welcome to the ASOP
tied to
vehicle
your
retrieval
character
system.
and whether or not you've died. I think that'll be kind of a cool
Vehicles,
thing.
your vehicle, please visit-
What does everyone else think about that? Hangar 3. Let's go in there. Got our little probe here. Cute little probe. It's really shiny. Really puts out a lot of light. Alright. This is all with, like, you know, pretty old video card. I should really upgrade my video card one time. But still using the 1080. Still working fine. But one day, especially if this game ever got, like, ray tracing or something, maybe by then I'll upgrade to, like, you know. Okay, should I put this down? What if I do this? Can I do this and put it down? No. There we go. Did I just throw it? Okay, good enough. Close that up. Let's go put this in space. And we will be done. And I think I've been kind of rambly. Like I said, I just want to get back in the verse, see if there's been any really updates. Get ready for Foundation Fest, which I'm super excited about. I love Foundation Fest because I love not only teaching other people, which is why I love making YouTube videos and why I like making tutorials, but I also love learning new things, learning little tricks. Racing's a good example. I don't tend to race that much, but the last Foundation Fest is when I learned, not really learned, because I already knew you could do it, but never really thought about the fact that in racing, maybe take all the power from weapons and most of your shields, since it's not going to really make a difference anyways, put it all into your engines to really allow you to, you know, turn and accelerate and stop faster. Wouldn't have been something I would have thought of, but it was just a good little little tip. I liked it. I haven't really figured out if that makes a huge difference now with master modes, but it definitely helped before. Alright, so let's... Oh, I guess I can't... Can I go here? Deploy the probe.
Thank you, and please visit again.
All the way back at Microtech, this is not worth... How much am I getting paid for this job? Nope, that's comms. Accepted. 12,000 for this? Not worth it. But you know what? That's alright. I am surprised that, having been away for this long, and having played Star Citizen for so many years beforehand, that I'm remembering to use the left mouse to jump and not pressing B and shutting everything down again. So, interesting. Yeah, so now we're going on the long trip back. It's going to take me a couple minutes again going this way. So we're going to do another jump here, and I think that'll be kind of the end, is me just kind of finally getting this delivery done and getting this probe put out into space. Yeah, I can't say I would recommend this mission for any players. It's a little bit long. I mean, if you can find one that's close to where you're picking up and where you're dropping off, or you just kind of want to fly around, I would definitely chain this with something else. I would chain this with something like a delivery. So if you have a cargo run that would match, or if there's like a bounty where you're going anyways, sure, pick it up. But this is a lot of AFK while your ship's kind of jumping from one point to another. Luckily, like I said, good range on the Star Runner, so I'm not really hurting in there. I don't know how much Quantanium it's going to cost to fill up after all this, but it's definitely not going to be as much as we're making, so we are still going to make a profit, and it gave me kind of time to relax and get some stuff done. and talk to you guys, because I've kind of missed, you know, just talking and putting out videos. So, and hopefully you've missed it too. Hopefully you guys are happy that I'm kind of back. Although, like I said, it's going to be about a week before I can like really get another video out, probably. I say that, and who knows, maybe I'll have enough free time to be putting a few things out before then. Really, I'm still just waiting for the next patch because I got a lot of ideas and stuff I want to do. I don't know what I'm going to do in this one. I don't know what I'm going to do until that patch comes out. Maybe some stuff I haven't done before. Maybe I'm going to try another mission at the distribution center, since I have only ever done the one. I've never head back to a distribution center after that one time. So maybe I'll do that and check them out again. Maybe I'll try one of the ones where you have to like either find somebody or like fight some people there. That might be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do that. This video was just more of a kind of chit chat about what's been going on, and deploy the probe. Cleo. Why is it? Oh, it's because we're cooling down. So we'll do that. We're going to put the probe out, and then we're going to go land somewhere, and we're going to refuel and see how much it costs to refuel our ship. So we're going to do that. Although, you know what? We're not going to do that. Since we still got a lot of fuel, what we're going to do after we deploy the probe is we're just going to kind of fly out into space a bit, and I'm going to check if you can bed log in the Star Runner. Since I have been going through some ships, some of them allow me to bed log, some don't. Maybe this one does, so off we go to the moon, Cleo. I don't know what's on this moon. I only know that there's this moon and there's Europe, whatever that one is, Euterpe, and Calliope. So where do we go now? Is it this one? How come? What is this marker for? What's this marker for? Oh, that's the marker of the thing in my cargo hold. That's why. I was trying to figure out what that one was. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. It does let me jump to it. That is good. It is annoying when you have a marker that you can't jump to. Makes sense if it's something like a drug lab or something, but otherwise it's kind of good to be able to like to get there. Now we're gonna put our shields on, just because you never know. We seem to be kind of just in space here. There's nothing around, no asteroids, so that's pretty easy. Now with shields on, it is a bit slower to get there, but really after all those jumps, this is a pretty easy flight. Deploy the probe. Wonder how close I have to be. Could I deploy it right here? We'll see. We're gonna get real close though. And I remember you gotta like turn the probe on also, so I gotta remember to do that. So okay, so now that I'm here, deploy the probe. Alright, we're gonna get real close to it. Fly right through this marker. Perfect. Alright, let's go deploy this probe. Let's put it out into space. Let's turn it on. Now, could I just turn it on and then tractor beam it out? Because I do have a tractor beam, correct? Yes, I do. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna try that. I've never tried that before. You usually just kind of EVA'd outside and then deployed it, but can I activate? Yeah. Is that it? We done? Maybe not. Here, let's try to put it further out. know, we'll bring it in. We'll do it the way that I know to do it. So, deactivate. We'll pick it up. So definitely make sure you have a space helmet on. What is wrong with my hand? I'm definitely not holding it with both hands. Alright, well we're gonna turn around so I don't fly too far from the ship. There we go. Oh. Nope, stop carrying it. Ah. Okay. That's not working. There we go. There we go. Perfect. That was a little bit driftier than I would have liked. I don't like that with the new wheel like this. Look at, so if I do this, holster's down here. But if I'm not EVA, let's get into our ship. Pull out our gun. Holster's up here. Like, it switches location. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so that worked. So we're gonna fly. Why is it not letting me turn around? We're gonna fly away from this location a bit into middle space, and then we're gonna try the last part of our video here just to go to sleep. I've been thinking I want to try some more stuff also, kind of multi-crew stuff. So if anyone has an idea of something they want to do, maybe I'll join up with you in the future. I got some time coming off. Alright, so first we're gonna go to navigation mode. I guess we can clear everything, yeah? It is cleared. We'll go to the orbital marker.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Where are all the markers? There we go. So...
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel.
there we go. We're kind of in the middle of 2 moons now, so no one's gonna just randomly find us that easily. Habitation. Let's see. Can I log out here? Which bed should I get? Teddy bear bed? Teddy bear bed. Lie down. Log out. Perfect! That one worked. Alright, and so that's it. We've logged out. Next time, I'm going to be confused about why I'm in space in my MSR. But until then, thanks for sticking around, waiting for me to come back. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to see that the game is slowly inching its way towards the next patch. Until next time, I hope to see you all soon in the verse. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Goodbye.